Simon Miller, Bald A-Hole here. Thank you for joining me as always. Wanted to get a video done today. Thought this was very, very important, especially because YouTube has started to hate me. Because it's like, why aren't you uploading daily videos? It's like, listen, Mother Hubbard, life got in the way. Now, I have called this video, that was the most stressful 2 weeks of my life or whatever. But I want to start off by saying, stressful doesn't always mean negative. It's not a good thing to be stressed. You don't want to be stressed. It raises your cortisol levels, and tying it back into fitness, you are not going to be operating at 100%, and that's going to affect your lifting, it's going to affect your gains, bada bing, bada boom. However, that's just life. As I just said, sometimes these skims come along. So even though you're stressed, you're like, okay, well, this is just a situation I need to deal with. Plus, obviously, I need to make sure that I adhere to all my other responsibilities, and you just deal with it as best as you can. Now, shout out to the person that when I made my last video about this said, Simon, nobody cares. I was like, no, they probably don't. But at the moment, I don't even have time to sit down, like just over here, you're not gonna be able to see it, it's like there. I've set up my my computer, my editing, all that kind of stuff. And basically, just to give you a 411, not a thing, just made it up, don't know what that code means. I have moved out of my house, obviously, where I've been for the last 5-6 years and started this YouTube channel, etc. And I moved into my girlfriend's place, because very nicely, she didn't want me to be she didn't want me to be out on the street, she didn't want me to be a hobo, so that's a couple of thumbs. And the long and the short of it is we were looking for a place, I know I've said this before, but in case no one's seen it before. So, we're looking for a place to get together. When we do move in there, whenever it may be, I'll give you a tour, we'll walk around, and we'll do the most classic YouTube thing ever. But at the moment, I mean, you've probably seen some videos here before, because of course, I've got a crazy schedule, which is good. Sometimes I come see my girlfriend, I thought, I better get a video. I get a video done, but for the next 2 weeks at the very least, if not a little bit more, I'm not 100% sure this is going to be our literal window. We may go over there, we may find somewhere else. I've set up a green screen, which I'm sure she's going to be over the moon with. Who wouldn't want a green screen in their lounge with a bunch of lights around it? But yeah, seriously, basically, for 14 days, I've just been sorting out all my stuff, trying to figure out what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of, and then slowly moving it, sort of, quite a long way down the motorway. I'm not in the same county anymore. And then, you got to keep getting your work done, especially me, because I'm a freelancer, so if I don't work, I don't get paid. I was very lucky to have a bunch of wrestling opportunities, including the Progress Tour, which I did for the last 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, if you are watching this on Monday. So I went up to Sheffield, shout out to Sheffield, up to Newcastle, shout out to Newcastle. And of course, there's a lot of driving involved, and there's not much you can do there. And, trying to juggle all of that while you also know someone's going to knock on your house Monday morning and go, I want the keys back. You're like, oh man, yeah, you do want the keys back. And of course, you're sinking money into this because you need help doing X, Y, and Z. You're not making any money, blah, blah, blah. But after a while, it does. It really sort of starts weighing on your shoulders, especially from my point of view, because, and hopefully, you can take something from this, or at least it'd be cool if you could. I'm a dude that likes to set goals and have aspirations and try and achieve them. Now, as I've said 1,000 times, it doesn't matter if you don't get to where you want to be. The whole point is you try to begin with. So when you're not really operating on that level, it can be quite difficult, which goes for training as well. Now, I was actually able to keep my training regime up because I thought, well, that's actually a good distraction and that's going to be healthy for me. I was able to keep my diet up, which is also another couple of thumbs. As you can probably tell from my disheveled face, I didn't get any sleep, and you need to get sleep, right? You need to recover. And again, because I was just stressed as somebody would be, tying back to the start of the video, you're not going to be lifting as well as you would be otherwise. Your body's not going to be processing food as well as it would be otherwise. Water, whatever it may be. Because, well, this is why people don't really... when you get obsessed with the gym, you want to keep going, you keep going, keep going. The reason you need to have those rest days is because you just need to allow your body to chill out. And then it will actually be more... progressive and more productive the next time you do go back to the fitness palace of love, because you've let it have that balance, you've let it have that downtime. But the reason I like making these videos is, one, I'll be completely transparent with you, they're relatively quick, I just need to get content back up. But I also think it's good to share this stuff, because I'm not going to be, in terms of the world's problems, this is pretty low. Again, on the stress chart, it's high, but in terms of world's problems, it's pretty low. And aren't I a lucky person that I have people that care about me? And they're like, oh no, you can jump in with me, that's all good. But it is something that most of us are going to go through, be it you need to move last minute because you break up with a partner, maybe it's a job situation, maybe there's just something you never saw coming, like, and trying to find someone, especially at the moment, because over here in the UK, the economy and the housing stuff is just an absolute nightmare. Yeah, it can be difficult, but look, if we go by Marvel Cinematic Universes, we've done phase 1, and moving on to phase 2, and when we're finally done, we'll call it phase 3. And phase 4, who cares about it? I don't have a story long enough to fit in to phase 4. But I'm definitely going to do my best to try and get daily uploads back. However, kid crying outside. Where the hell have I moved to? However, I will say I'm very, very lucky, and on Thursday I'm flying out to America to wrestle for Mission Pro Wrestling. It's my second match in America, but it's the first time someone's actually flown me there specifically to wrestle. And that's Thunder Rosa's promotion, the current AEW Women's Champion. So that's absolutely badass. Now, of course, I'll film a bunch of content, and we can do that. And I do intend to make sure I have content in the back end as well, so we can just skate on through. But I guess that's been playing on my mind as well, not in a bad way. What an incredible opportunity. Like, who the hell am I to deserve anything like this? It still absolutely blows my brain. But once again, it's just, so I get to today, I sort all that out, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I've got to sort my parking out. Now I've got to sort my travel, because where I'm flying from used to be really close to my house. Now it's miles away, so okay, I've got to factor that in as well. And then when I come back from that, I've got a bunch of cool opportunities, which I just talk about on Twitter and Instagram at Simon316, so you can catch them there. And actually, just to turn this into a ridiculously ranting vlog, so the Friday before all this, before I went on the Progress tour, I also went to get new headshots done for all my acting stuff, because again, if you follow me on social media, once again, I don't know how, I honestly don't. Mad imposter syndrome. I'm just going to be found out at one point. I was indeed signed to IAG, the Identity Agency Group, and very nicely, we went through my spotlight, which is a portfolio for actors, if you don't know, that you send to casting directors, and they're like, oh, we need to get some more specific shots. That's an email I actually need to get back today to figure out what shots we're going to use. So that was kind of terrifying. Well, that's an intimidating experience. I'll let you know a weird thing about old Simon Miller. Do not like having my photo taken, right? If you put a camera in my face, it's different for the lovely people that come up and say, oh, Simon, can I have a selfie? Hell yeah, you can have whatever you want. The fact you're even an artist is the greatest thing ever. But I always pull a dumb face for that very reason. I used to try and pull like nice faces, and you get sent them, and you're like, no. If you put a dumb face, it's fine. But it's like a normal picture where somebody wants you to look nice, like smile. I'm like, I don't want to do this, which is, I don't know, who knows? Brains are weird, brains are funny. So when you're actually doing it, I mean, acting headshots aren't like being a model, but it's the same, kind of idea. So when someone's like this close to you, taking your picture, I'm like, shoo, go away. I don't want anyone close to my face. We've gone off on a magic tangent here. It's just a mini update. I don't know, most of you be like, we know all this, Simon, it's boring. You're right, it's boring. But until I can actually sit down and kind of, I like to make a plan, right? I have a schedule and go, we're going to do this here, we're going to do this there. There's some cool news here, etc., etc. I just wanted to get the ball rolling again. Thank you very much for your patience, especially those on patreon.com/Simon316. If you did leave, I totally get it. And if you stayed, my gosh, you're absolute heroes. And hopefully this is sympathetic, empathetic, whatever the word may be, and hopefully you can understand. But definitely for the next few days, we can smash out some content. Then we're going to have a flipping badass living the dream time in America back early next week. And then I'll be like, oh man, I want more opportunities. Because unfortunately, as human beings, we're never satisfied. Otherwise, though, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Click the bell, ding, ding, so that video's going live. There will be a video on the screen. Please do give it a click. Otherwise, GorillaMind.com/Simon. Later on today, and this week, they got a huge restock, including the Gorilla Mind tank tops that everybody wanted. You just go to Simon, get 10% off. Hopefully, your supplement of choice will be back. Come follow me at Simon316 and send me a bunch of stuff that we can check out on Instagram and Twitter. What else do we do? On Cameo, if you want a shout out, thank you for those. They're always fun to do as well. Not going to plump merch at the moment because there's no way I can send it to you. I don't know where it is. It's in a box in a garage. So let's just shelve merch for a little bit and we'll get back to it. But ultimately, if you are going through anything stressful in your life in a minute, always take 10 seconds, sit down, breathe it in, accept that you're going to have to sort it either way, and that you're a human being, and you're allowed to have those moments of utter freak out. If you didn't do that, well, you wouldn't be one of us to begin with, which is also cool. It's nice to be an individual. Point is, you take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.